and I wondered if maybe I could open them now. Slowly and carefully, I relaxed the muscles that were so forcibly and fearfully holding my eyelids shut. Wh- where am I? This isn't Heavenly Host. I knew exactly where I was. I'd seen this image a million times before. I'd seen it just this morning with Seiko. This was my house. Huh? Am I really home? Was it all a dream, maybe? Mom, I'm home. Something wasn't right. My field of vision was low to the ground, and everything around me looked much larger than it should. What was going on? Naomi, guess what? I brought you a cat. Dad? You've always been so mature, watching the house all by yourself when we're away. Come on, pet it. Isn't she great, Naomi? Ugh. Mom. Now you'll have someone to keep you company. Sorry we're always so late coming home from work, sweetie. It's so nice that we can trust you, though. I'm really sorry, but now you won't be lonely anymore, right? Stop this. May would spend half her time indoors and the other half in the backyard, as if she were out to pasture or something. It may not have been much land, but that was her territory, and she rarely ventured outside of it. Once, I was so upset that my parents were going to be late coming home from work again that I scooped up May and ran away from home for a little while. Papa, Mama, I hate you. Stop it. It's because you're here, May. Because you're here. Papa and Mama don't think they have to come home. It's your fault, you know. Naomi, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Where did you and May run off to? I'm sorry, May. I don't want us to be apart. I said a really mean thing to you, May. I'm so sorry. Now, it's all right, Naomi. May will always be there for you. She loves you, you know. She can sense exactly how you feel, and she's very understanding. It wasn't long after that May ran away. I searched for her every day through teary eyes, but in the end, she never did come home. It's such a pity. I guess even cats get strange ideas in their heads from time to time. That wasn't it. And you two were such good friends, too. I did this. But you'll make a new friend in no time. You'll just need to put this out of your mind and move on. It's because May was so understanding and kind-hearted that she disappeared from my life. If only I hadn't said what I said to her. Ah! Ah! May, come back, please. May. May. You never change, do you? Mom? Mom, where are you? She's not here. Naomi. Ah, Seiko? Seiko, are you alright? I've been looking all over for you. I'm so sorry about before. She didn't respond, but she didn't have to. This was definitely Seiko. I can't see you very well. Come a little closer, please. Let me see your face. I drew in towards Seiko, who was sitting on the ground, and rested my head on her shoulder. Then I wrapped my arms around her. I still couldn't see her face. I thought it might be because of the dim lighting in the room. But no, that wasn't it. Something was very wrong here. Seiko wasn't moving an inch, and that's when I realized. Her skin was cold. Ah! She's dead. Wait, where was I? Was I at home? Or was this heavenly host? The last thing I remembered was frantically trying to find her again. I could smell incense from somewhere far off, and finally realized that this wasn't reality. Now arriving at Kishi Station. No, this person sitting perfectly still on the floor, not saying a word. This wasn't Seiko. So who was it? Naomi. Within the unyielding darkness, I knew that whoever it was taking Seiko's shape was coming toward me. She's here. She's right next to me. I can feel her breath. I can sense her presence. Who are you? I'm your friend, with the broken neck, remember? This is the future, where you make me die. No! Why did you leave me by myself back there? After we finally managed to get back together, too. I was so worried that I'd hurt you. So worried. And that's why things turned out this way. No! Don't say that! As I lay there stricken with grief, I heard the footsteps of a child approach. I looked up and saw a little girl with a red dress standing over me. Do you want to save your friend, no matter what it takes? What are you? I am the one who controls the fate of this world. I had no clue what she meant by that, but I remembered that she'd been giving me advice this whole time. She had a different air about her than the other spirits around the school building. I felt like maybe she was on my side. I want to save her. Please, if there's some way to do it, tell me how. I'll give you another chance to remember. Think hard. What you've just seen are events from your past, which is also the future through which your spirit now passes. In other words, this isn't the first time you've experienced this sequence of events, but you already knew that, didn't you? This sort of thing doesn't happen. It should have sounded like complete nonsense to me. But I didn't say a word. I just nodded. They were only fragments, but nonetheless, I was seeing crystal clear visions of what I can only assume was my first time experiencing these events. That sense of déjà vu I'd been feeling wasn't just some crazy delusion or misidentified nerve impulse in my brain. It was real. Then you've also already seen the trigger event from which your despair originated. So now you fight against this fated demise. When I came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the hallway on the 3rd floor of the school building. When did I get here? How long had I been here? I looked down, and sure enough, there were puddles of black all around me. It was that vicious fluid that had been spilling out from inside me. A palpable manifestation of dread, spreading out across the floor. But this was no time to sulk. I had to think about Seiko. I'd left her all by herself. Again. I wonder if she's still in the custodian's room. That sound. It was coming from inside the bathroom. There was a violent banging coming from one of the stalls. With a lump in my throat and a shiver down my spine, I slowly crept in to take a look. There was an eerie stillness in the air within the girls' lavatory. I didn't feel like there was anyone else in there with me, but I sensed a slight movement on the 3rd stall door from the back. Fucking open it. This was the source of all the bad feelings and uncomfortable premonitions I'd been having. I knew what I was going to find. I remembered this future. This was the future I absolutely had to prevent from coming to pass. The image of what waited for me in that stall was burned into my memory. And now it was a reality. Seiko! Seiko, you're still alive. I'll save you. There it was again. A flash of the sad future that awaited us if I made even one wrong move here. But there was still time. I could still save her. Hold on, I'll get you down. But how? Her noose was pretty high off the ground. I needed some way to get up to neck height in order to pull her down safely. Something to stand on? No, last time we went for the bucket, in the first game, she was dead by the time I came back. Fuck that. No, I remember now. The bottom of that bucket is rusted through. I fall and I wind up breaking Seiko's neck. Oh, I didn't know that happened. Oops. I thought that she was already dead. Oh well. There must be some other way. Some way to loosen the rope so she can breathe. Though only half conscious, Seiko was thrashing about wildly, frantically squirming for air. It seemed automatic, like a reflex, the body's struggle for life when life was being denied it. All I could see as I watched her body writhing on that rope was proof positive that she wanted to live. I'm gonna save you, I swear! It was gonna be alright. I could see the future. Fate was on my side for a change. Grab her body. Can I save? Yes, I can. Oh shit. Fuck yes. Okay, we've done a little save there. Okay. What are my other options though? What? Oh. Oh, okay. Whoops. No, wait. I remember this too. If I try to lift her, I'm just gonna end up pulling down on her harder and breaking her neck. Ah! Seiko! What do I do? There has to be something else. Hoist her up on your shoulders. That sounds pretty promising. That's what Mochida did when he was saving someone. I forget who it was. Maybe it was Naomi. Yeah, he saved Naomi doing it that way. I don't know. Fuck it, let's do it. I've saved, so it doesn't matter. That was it. I needed to lift her higher up. I quickly ducked under Seiko's body and forced myself between her wildly flailing legs until she was sitting on my shoulders. Then I put everything I had into my back muscles, standing up and lifting her into the air. This created enough slack in the rope that the upper half of Seiko's body, weakened as it was, naturally collapsed against the back wall. Thinking fast, I took a step forward and actively pushed her into it, holding her in place so her head wouldn't drop back down again. Seiko, stay with me. Breathe. 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 I'm gonna get you out of this rope now, okay? Just hold still. All the hair on my body was standing on end. I actually did it. I averted fate. I prevented Seiko's death. I could feel it all throughout my being. I just stepped into a new world. A new destiny. It was an odd sensation. My déjà vu. My memories of that horrible future had ground to a halt. I had no idea what would happen from now on. It seems the only memories I retained from that other timeline were the ones relating to my dearest friend's demise. Seiko had stopped squirming and simply slumped over, exhausted from the whole ordeal. I reached my hand up to her neck gently and carefully, and after a lot of fumbling, I successfully untied the rope on the knot. The knot on the rope, I mean. Peeling the slack noose off of Seiko's neck made a sort of crackling sound with each yank. I was in awe of how much force that rope had exerted. It was painful just thinking about it. Up through this morning she was all smiles and laughter. She was always thinking about me and always so kind and outgoing. Why did something so horrible have to happen to her? But there was nothing to be afraid of anymore. Seiko and I had now bypassed the sad fate that previously awaited us. As long as the two of us were together, we'd make it through this. I looked down at Seiko, still breathing, and sobbed. I led Seiko out of the stall and gently laid her down on the bathroom floor. She was too weak to go any farther just yet. Seiko, you idiot! Why would you try to hang yourself? I was so worried about you. You have no idea. I laid my head on her body. She was so warm. I wasn't going to let her go again. I wasn't going to let anyone take her away from me. It's okay. It's okay now. I'm sorry, Seiko. I won't ever leave you alone again. Do you understand? Can you see me? It's me, Naomi. What is it? Ah! What? Seiko? What's wrong? It's me. It's me. Seiko wasn't acting like herself. She was regarding me as if she'd just seen a ghost. Her face was plainly painted with abject fear from the very depths of her soul. She stumbled to her feet clumsily, then hastily darted out of the room. No! Seiko! What? Why? I didn't understand. Was she confused? Either way, I had to catch her. Wait! Tell me what's wrong! It's me! It's Naomi! As I kept pace with Seiko's frantic, unsteady sprinting as she turned the corner and headed down the staircase. And then... No. What? Ah! Ah! Oh, come on, no! Ah! No! Why? Why? Psycho! I saved you! I just saved you! Ugh, it smells rotten. Ah! Oh, poor you. Poor you. Did you really think you could save her? Once someone's fate passes through these halls, it locks in place forever. Don't you see? If your destiny is to die here, then that's what's gonna happen, no matter what. And the way you die will just keep getting worse and worse every time. Good girl. Good girl. Don't worry. I'll gladly extract all your painful memories for now. This isn't your first time here after all, right? We have all the time in the world to savor all the new, unspeakable ways your friend can die. No! No! Such unbelievable cruelty. This was an inhumane malevolence, the likes of which I'd never even imagined could exist. Because of my own overzealous actions, Seiko wound up meeting a fate even worse than death by hanging. It's my fault. My fault. My tears began raining down on Seiko's cheek, and onto her forehead, into her nose, into her mouth, into her eyes. But Seiko's eyes wouldn't close. Despite lacking the ability to focus anymore, she just kept staring right at me. Oh, Seiko, what are you looking at right now? What thoughts are going through your mind? Why did you run from me earlier? Why were you so afraid? But no matter how many questions, no matter how many times I asked her these questions, Seiko just wouldn't answer. I told her we'd always be friends, no matter what. That we'd always be together. Answer me. Please say something. Don't leave me all alone. I could still feel the warmth from Seiko's head in my arms. But she was gone now. I was powerless. All I could do was scream. There was nothing else to do. Nothing would change. Not that the screaming helped. All that did was echo back at me, as if mocking my pain. I felt like I was trapped in a cold, damp cell. I had no doubt in my mind that this was hell. Why do we have to be put through this nightmare? God, I can't take it anymore. Get me out of here. Someone please, save me. Oh. That's the end of chapter 1. Chapter 1 clear. Demise is now available. And that's unlocked. Yeah, sure. I'll save my data. Well, that was really cool. I was really confused. at the beginning. Like, I had no idea what the hell was going on, but it kind of tied together at the end, which is cool. Now, what I'm wondering is, like, how the next chapter will go, like, whether it'll carry on from there or whether it'll be something different completely, because from the looks of that little ending title there... Whoop, it's doing that thing. From the looks of the ending title, well, maybe each chapter might be a different way that Naomi takes it at the end, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll find out in the next episode, though. So, thanks all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next piece of shit that I upload. Bye.